Do you know who this guy is? Maybe this might be a better image of him. This right here is Thel the Dam, or better known as, the main Arbiter throughout the Halo game. I thought this question was so interesting because, I didn't even think about, what would happen with their families, or never, even if they had families. So, I guess before we even think about that, we got to tell you guys what an Arbiter is. The title of Arbiter was meant for the pinnacle of the Zanghili, a master in the battlefield, who would lead all the clans, and it became the highest possible honor bestowed upon the Covenant Zanghili. Though the Zanghili High Council is considered to have superior political and military status, that was until one of the Arbiters challenged the word of the prophets and lost, which caused the rank to become a badge of shame. But then, as you know in the games, our Arbiter completely fixed that during the Great Schism. Basically, what the Arbiter did, he acted as a field marshal going on missions for the prophets, usually suicide missions. Missions including taming of the Lekolo, hunters, those big awesome guys, or the Ungoi rebellion. You guys should ask about that. It's when the grunts rebelled, and grunts are just crazy how they even got into the Covenant. And obviously, the Human Covenant War, and then also the threat to the heretics when the brutes came in and all that. Arbiters were sent on the most perilous and daunting missions in desperate times for the Covenant Empire, and those times and the missions of tantamount to suicide. One of the missions, Arbiters was expected to die and be revered, therefore another great martyr of the Covenant on the path to the Great Journey. Ancient Arbiters wielded untold authority and influence due to the superior combat capabilities and the fact that Arbiter Oanane, who sparked the Zanghili-Zeng-Shahim War due to the Zanghili objection to Zeng-Shahim's desire and the incorporate of foreigner technology into their own civilization. Although the war eventually ended in ceasefire and founded the Covenant, the Zeng-Shahim would not ignore the mantle of the Arbiter, and therefore were their most prominent and dangerous enforcer. Also, if you guys seen Halo Legends, you guys know who this is. This guy is Fal Shahim. I probably getting this wrong, but his story is told in the short The Duel in Halo Legends, where he was a respected warrior at the Arbiter, and then kind of found out that the prophets were doing some shady work, and then the Great Journey was a lie, and then they got him for heresy, and then they executed specific information that was also really difficult to track. So there we go, we don't know. And then for his wives, lore tie in novels suggests that Thel had multiple wives. Yeah, of course he has. Look at that dog. And executed a cousin for a failed assassination attempt in his early life, also ordering a banishment of his cousin's bloodline. The ultimate fate of his wives and potential children during the various wars is not explicitly detailed in the games, although hinted may have been at risk or harmed due to political turmoil and his branding as a heretic. His political situation makes a heavy and known political... Yeah, exactly. So, we don't know. They're probably dead, but who knows? Who should I do next? Let me know in the comments. Sorry, this was a little bit longer.